episode 4. Had to reshoot it because of the audio. We're having trouble with the audio again.
Yeah, the audio for this stuff can be pretty difficult, as you can tell.
See, even in the last episode. But I think we got it fixed here.
Yeah, I hope we do.
I think we got it right.
And it's funny because the first 2 episodes we didn't have it, or the first 2 episodes we didn't have any problem post-production. And the third one obviously ran into what we ran into. And then this one we shot a whole one.
Saturday morning? Sunday morning.
No, today's Sunday.
Oh yeah, Saturday morning.
Night. So, yeah, Saturday morning. Shot that. Maybe not morning, it was late morning, early afternoon. But, yeah, it was a day. Went to Alphaland. It's kind of underwhelming, not going to lie. Did get some good flicks, but maybe a couple videos. But, I mean, nothing too special as far as the content on there. I don't know.
It wasn't as packed as it usually is, I feel.
And I feel like I saw people that I know there, or that I know of there, but I don't know. It was, I don't know.
You know who hit me up? Brandon Galayo. He hit me up. He said, like, is the gym worth it? And I said, for $25, I think it is.
Yeah, for $25, like, it's like,
you get the whole 24-hour experience. They got like the merchandise stores in. They got the cafeteria. They have 3 gyms. They got the 2 basketball courts. I told him all that, and he was like, "That's not a bad deal." I'm like, "Yeah, like only if like you're in the area, like come and stop. Like don't just drive over here just for that."
Yeah, I mean, there's people that like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fly over there so I can spend a week at Alphaland,
and people did do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was just like the fizz, like just kind of like the beginning, like, oh fuck, like it's Alphaland, you know.
The hype.
People even, but like whenever they have events there and there's a bunch of people there,
it pops off.
It's good to make like content there, like collab with certain people, network. So like for that, it's pretty good. But like just to go on like a random Saturday morning or a random Saturday evening, it's okay. Like I'm not
just
gonna
like any other normal day in any other gym.
Yeah, I mean I'm not gonna shit on the gym. It's a nice ass gym. It's better than
majority of the gyms we've been to.
Gyms in the world, but I don't know about the world, but across the country. But it's just, I don't know, just this yesterday wasn't
even a lot of people, right? Even, it's one thing to come for content, but a lot of people came, like they committed to the move, right? A lot of people moved just to come.
Yeah, and like the reason for that is just I guess they thought, they saw like, I don't know if they moved, I know the gym was a part of their move, but I think also just being in Houston, I guess they felt like they had more of an opportunity to grow as a creator, which I don't know if... I mean, I know for some people that's true. Like, obviously, Scriv, he kind of moved to Houston and he went to Alphaland. Shoot, I think I've seen him say, like, he would be there all day from, like, 10 a.m., 11 a.m. until they close sometimes. Like, he would be in there just shooting content, I'm sure editing it, and then going back to the gym, shooting more, and he was just, it was cool because I saw his growth from like 16,000 followers, and now he's fucking like one of the guys. He has like close to...
Oh, he just hit 100,000.
On Instagram.
On Instagram, he just hit 100,000.
He hit him, he's like 410K on TikTok, but that's like, I've seen it work for some people, but like I don't think for everyone, like you have to move to Alphaland, and we have to move to Houston to go to Alphaland. I don't think like the gym doesn't make the creator kind of makes the gym, you know? So like if somebody blows up at the gym that we go to now, Legacy Barbell, like let's say that I blow up, let's say you blow up, like I think more people will be like, oh damn, like that's a cool gym, like I want to go there once and, hopefully run into set.
Yeah, it's the authenticity, Yeah. And I feel like that's a lot with a lot of creators still, but just with Scriv, he went at the right time, I think, because, especially like when TikTok was, I mean, it's still booming, I would say, but TikTok has a real good ability to catch the trend, and Alphaland was the trend at the time.
Yeah, and it's still kind of...
So if you post 10 to 20 videos at Alphaland...
Yeah, like, especially in the fitness, like in Fit Talk, if you want to call it that, sounds kind of zesty, but in Fit Talk, like if you see like a video like, oh, someone's at Alphaland, it's kind of going to make you like stop and watch it maybe a little bit longer than you usually would, because you see that gym and you're like, oh dang, like I wonder what's happening at Alphaland. Or maybe it's, this dude's posting something at Alphaland, he must be, or he or she must be, pretty good or kind of big time, whatever that is. But yeah, it's just cool gym. Don't get me wrong. Definitely helps people grow. I definitely think it helps you grow a little bit, but it's not going to be the main focal reason that you blow up. It's, a number of things. But for Scriv,
right time.
Right time, right person. Like and it's not like he sucks and he just went to Alpha Land and he blew up. Like he's good at what he does. He's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Another gym, we were talking about that Fusion gym. Not open yet. Yeah, so that might be another little cheat code that
That one's wild. I don't know why. I feel like I don't know why Alphaland was the cheat code. Like it's weird.
Just that hype.
I don't know if it's because it's.
I think the way social media is where it's
because there's never been another gym like that, right? That kind of. But then again, I feel like it was the first gym.
It was the first content gym, I would say.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. It's a content gym. Guzman made the gym for not just for creators, but for creators to go and do that, because you have the lounge area.
Yeah.
You have all that. You have the perfect lighting.
Yeah. Any gym that offers the the lounge where you can go and create and you can edit your stuff. Even that new one, and I'm saying this might be the cheat code.
Does Fusion have that?
Yeah, they're installing. They have computers with Final Cut Pro. They're installing everything for a creator to go in there and be able to edit.
I think the better question would be what doesn't Fusion have, right? Because they have.
Yeah, I saw more videos. They have the 100-yard turf field inside. Mm-hmm. They have along the whole turf field, so they have 100 yards of just squat racks, bench racks. They have an octagon. They have a boxing ring.
I wonder what they're gonna. You have to put some sort of regulation on the octagon and the boxing rings, right? You're not, or you're just gonna let two people go in there and just fucking fight.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be some kind of. Maybe when you sign up, you have to sign some kind of paperwork or because obviously you're not gonna be responsible for accidents. The gym's probably not gonna be held responsible for any accidents.
Can two people let's say.
But you're saying they can go in there and just fucking fight?
Yeah, let's say two people have beef and they're like, "Fuck it, bro, let's get a day pass at Fusion and let's fucking beef it out in the octagon."
Yeah.
Can they do?
Maybe not. Unless there's gonna be someone nearby, or unless it's only for training. I have no clue.
I wonder how that works.
But that's still lit, just to have that in the gym. And I just looked. It was only $69 a month. I mean, that was a day pass. That was a day pass at Zoo Culture.
At the old zoo. God, $69 a month for that gym.
Mm-hmm.
That gym is nice. But it's in where?
It's in Philly.
Oh, Philadelphia.
It's in Philly, I think. Yeah.
Way on the other side of the country. Damn, yeah, that'd be a gym that. Now again, like we said about Alphaland, that's not a gym I would fly to just for that. But that would be part of the reason why I'd go to Philly. Although I'm not too sure why I would ever go to Philadelphia. But
I heard it's nice.
Philly?
Yeah, nice. I have family that went over there and they said it's actually really, really nice. Marky said it was nice.
Yeah, I don't know what I would go there.
Just when you go to New York where it gets dirty.
Yeah. But then again, I don't know why I would travel a lot of places. But have gone to LA, have gone to Vegas. I'll be going to Minnesota and fly in 4 days on Thursday or on Friday. We take off. That's gonna be cold, but
yeah. I got that jacket down, by the way.
Oh, here
I have it washing. But I want to segue into TRP. TRP asked a pretty good question right before the start of the pod. He said, prime Derrick Rose or, I guess, current Ja Morant. I mean, I like Derrick Rose. I think I would probably say Ja Morant, right? What do you think?
But, prime, one night? Or, because how long did Derrick Rose do it for? I feel like he was hot for a minute, right?
He had the MVP season for sure.
No, 08, right? Or 09?
11, I think.
11?
I think it was 11.
Oh, yeah. 08 and 09 was Bron.
Yeah.
Or 9 and 10 was Bron. 11 was Rose. 12 and 13 was Bron, I think.
Maybe it was just another hype thing. We hadn't really seen anyone like Rose in a minute.
Yeah. Maybe.
And then now we're just seeing all these freaks of nature, bro.
Yeah, but especially from the point guard position.
For the point guard position, yeah.
We had Russ.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Ja. Who's another? De'Aaron Fox, even.
De'Aaron Fox, yeah. I mean, Russ was around when Rose was around. He just wasn't where he was now.
Yeah, Russ wasn't
where he was in Thunder. Where he was in OKC.
That was a wild time. Thunder, Russ just by himself, all those triple doubles. But I don't know. Back to the prime D Rose or Ja Morant. Fuck, that's tough.
Ja Morant puts up numbers, dude. Even tonight.
And he has stupid bounce, but I mean D Rose had fucking bounce,
Yeah, I'm trying because also back then I wasn't into the stats, or I didn't watch as much compared to now. Because Ja had a triple double last night, I think, and then
tonight.
Even tonight?
Well, tonight he definitely did. I don't know. Did he have one?
I think he had. He barely missed the points line. I think he had
He had 27, 15, and 10
Yeah, 27,
today?
10 rebounds, and 11 assists last night, I think.
Okay, then he had 27, 15, and 10 today.
Yeah, and that's because Steven Adams is out. I feel like that's why he grabs so many boards. But, I mean, your point guard's out there grabbing 15 rebounds, bro.
10. I think he had 15 assists.
Oh, 15 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even...
Whatever.
Even
10 is a lot for a point guard unless you're Magic Johnson. But, I don't know, dude. That's
because I like Rose, man. But
they're both just so explosive. It's kind of... That's a tough one there.
Rose was just super fast. Like, Rose was fast. Like, yeah, he had the explosiveness, but... Like, I remember what caught my eye at first, like, just how fast he was.
I mean, I guess it just... like, if you match their explosiveness, like, they're the same.
Mm-hmm.
If you match their drive to the basket, ability to finish at the rim, the same. I guess it just come down to who's the better shooter. And I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
I mean, you would just have to look at the numbers and think... But
I feel like Rose would just get to the rack a lot.
I know, me too. Prime D Rose was a problem, though, bro.
Mm-hmm. The bounce and everything, the windmill layups, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he was fun to watch. It's a shame that torn ACL kind of took him out for.
And then he had several after that, no?
Yeah, because then his
the
MCL fucked up, and it was cool whenever he went to Minnesota and had that 50-point or 60-point game.
Oh yeah, was he getting like MVP chance?
Yeah, for sure. I think he went to the line and good times.
He had dope hair back then too.
Yeah, he had like the dread or some shit. That was some nice stuff.
So we would talk about the games tonight.
Yeah, the games tonight. The Eagles was not really a game. Well, because of all the injuries to the quarterback position, that was a tough one that the 49ers had to take. But fuck, dude, even I don't know. I mean, the Eagles still put up 31 points. You know, and Jalen didn't even have to do a lot of throwing. Yeah, he threw for about 120, but the 49ers just couldn't stop the rush. So, I mean, why would we throw it? Or why would they throw it, you know? Mm-hmm. But, like, I don't know, the Eagles just haven't played an offense like they're going to play in the Super Bowl. And, you know, now turning over to the Chiefs. Eagles' defense is damn good, but then again, they haven't played an offense and a quarterback like the Chiefs and Mahomes, you know, and Kelsey and them boys. That's gonna be a good one. It's funny because the line, and I was telling you, the line opened up at, I think it was like -1.5 for the Chiefs, and then now it's -2.5 for the Eagles. So like that line movement's just it's gonna move so much during these 2 weeks based off of like, oh, Mahomes is feeling 100%, Kelsey's feeling 100%. Jalen Hurts' shoulder is now no longer an issue. He says he's 100%. Like that line is just gonna be moving back and forth. And if you're a sports bettor, you know, you may place that bet 4 or 5 times because you get the Chiefs at +2, then you get the Chiefs at +100, then you get the Chiefs at -2. You know, so it's gonna be. I don't know where I'm going with that one. As far as I don't know where my money's going with that one.
Yeah.
And I don't really know who I want Jalen Hurts to win. I love Jalen Hurts as a quarterback, dude. Because
I wanted Burrow to win, dude. I just wanted Burrow to win.
You just want someone to get there first.
That second to last play was so crucial.
Yeah, dude. I feel bad for that guy too.
Mm-hmm. I saw a clip on Instagram, and I think one of the other linemen was like,
he said, "Why the fuck would you hit the quarterback?" Right, or some shit. That's bad. I mean, I understand his frustration, but
yeah, he probably apologized after.
Like, I hope, like, he didn't mean to. He was just going all out, you know.
He felt like shit after, bro. Like whenever they just kept cutting the camera to him, I felt like bad. And I mean, it happened. You know, you let your emotions get the best of you.
Yeah, it's.
Man, that's so.
And I mean, he's just going all out. You know, it's hard, and I kind of hate that rule. I understand the rule, but it's so tough and even like roughing the passer. Like if you're already in the motion, and then he steps out, and then he releases the football as far as roughing the passer, like. It's hard to stop yourself after you've already committed.
Yeah, you're ready.
Like, what are you gonna do?
You're already running.
You know,
that's as fast as you can.
It's hard to play defense now in not only the NFL but in college football too. With like everything going towards the offense, But I mean, Super Bowl should be a good one.
Yeah. So now we got with the Eagles and the Chiefs.
Chiefs in 2 weeks, 5:30. I don't know what we'll do for that. Maybe.
I would want to see Hurts win. I think.
Yeah. See, and I like Patrick too because he's so fun to watch. So fun to watch. So like, and I don't know. It's tough for me not to feel bad for the loser, no matter who it is. Although for the 49ers, I mean, I kind of felt bad for Kittle, but I guess because it was a blowout, I didn't feel too bad.
Yeah.
But I think no matter who loses, whether it's Jalen or whether it's Patrick, like, I'm going to feel bad. Because I already know if Patrick Mahomes loses, the narrative is going to be, I think he's 1-2. Like, he would be 1-2 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, like, the narrative's going to be like, oh, he can't win the big one, whatever. But then if he wins, and that means Jalen loses, I don't know if he's going to ever get back to the Super Bowl because it's tough just to get there unless your name's Patrick Mahomes and you've been there 3 out of the last 5 years, I think. But, I don't know, like, the Eagles weren't coming into the season like, you know, Super Bowl favorites. The Chiefs were. But, I mean, the Eagles, I think, I don't know, it's just going to be tough for him to get back. So that's why I kind of want him to win it.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted Burrow to win it last year. Because I don't know if Burrow's ever going to get back, especially...
And that was Burrow's, like, first healthy season, right?
Yeah, because he tore his ACL at the end of, I think, his rookie year. And then his second full year, went to the Super Bowl, third full year.
I think I just want to see him win because it's like, you know, they're so young and then to go and win a Super Bowl. And they're like first, second season. That's what Patrick did.
Yeah, Patrick's young as shit, too. Like, he's 27. I think they said Jalen Hurts is 25, bro. God, that is wild to me. And then his story, you know his story? Like, so he was at Alabama his freshman year. He
and like Cincinnati, right? They like flipped it.
Yeah, he loses the national championship to Clemson. And then his sophomore year, he comes in, and in the first half of the national championship against Georgia, he does, like, they just can't move the ball in the first half.
Yeah, and
so they pull him and they throw Tua in. Tua wins the national championship. Jalen's happy for him. Like, he's not like feeling sorry for himself. So junior year comes around, he fights for the spot. No, and he's the backup. So he spent the whole year as the backup, and then in the SEC title game, Tua gets hurt.
Tua's having
and Jalen has to come in, and he wins the SEC title for him. And then I don't know if Alabama ended up winning that national championship or not. But then his senior year, then he goes to Oklahoma. And,
I remember that. Like, I remember like the roles being reversed.
It was
that's pretty cool.
He's such a good teammate, bro. And then seeing him have success in Philadelphia now, it's good to see, bro. Good guy. He's from Texas too. I think he went to Channelview High School. One of the dudes I played baseball with in college at Prairie View, he went to high school with Jalen.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah,
that's dope. More news. We got Floyd Mayweather hopping back in the ring.
Yeah, against...
at what age? How old is he?
A Bellator guy?
Is he 50 now?
No.
He's not?
Shit, if he is, he looks good for 50. I would guess 47. 45. That's not too bad.
That's not too bad, yeah. His dad's 70.
His dad is 70?
Yeah, his dad's 70.
So what he had when he was 23? It's not bad. Damn. 23 having a kid.
But hopping back into a ring with another MMA.
Yeah, he's a Bellator guy. Search him up. I don't know what his name is. And look at his record too.
Let me see, Floyd Mayweather.
I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, no matter who. I mean, he obviously is able to handpick his fights because they're exhibitions. You know, he tells probably the opponent you're gonna get X amount of dollars, and the opponent knows it's a tall task to win. But you know, you get to step in the ring with a GOAT. You get to get a bag, and, you know, who knows? You got a puncher's chance in there. You're probably not going to win, but always have a puncher's chance.
Probably not going to hit him either.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to hit him. What's his, you got his record, his name?
I got his name. So, Mayweather versus Chalmers will headline an event in London, England.
Like Mario Chalmers?
February 25th. Yeah, same last name. Aaron Chalmers is his name. His record in MMA.
Aaron Chalmers.
I mean, he's just another guy.
Yeah. I wonder how long he's been out of Bellator for him to take this fight. And I wonder how Floyd finds these guys. Like, no one's ever heard of him. Like, I'm sure... Yeah, I wonder why Floyd doesn't get, like, a name, but he knows he can't beat him.
Yeah, he knows.
Like Dylan Dennis.
Oh, he'd smoke him.
Like, he's going to smoke this guy. He smoked the other dude in Japan. So, like, why not get a name... And I hate that I even said that name now because I don't like the guy, and I don't like that people give him, like, talk about him or give him a platform, which I kind of just did. So I apologize to myself. But someone like that, you know, or a
Chalmers closes his pro fighting career with a 5-2 record.
Dang.
So he's 35, 5'10".
Yeah, he's
got a little bit of height on Floyd, I think, but that's not gonna matter.
Yeah, that's...
When you're in there with a ring veteran like that,
you're
going to have some problems.
I wonder how long Floyd trains for these. Like, I wonder if he gets the fight... When are they fighting?
February 25th.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the same night Jake Paul's fighting?
I think Jake is on the 26th.
Is it?
I think so. I saw like a day difference somewhere.
Okay, well, if it's around that date, and what, it got announced when? Maybe a week ago?
Mm-hmm. Even what's his name's fight too? Yeah, both of them got announced pretty.
Yeah,
recently.
so like I wonder if, like, so I'm sure Jake and Tommy, like comparing them, I'm sure they kind of knew that the fight was going to be announced, so like they started training maybe ahead of time before it even got announced. But I wonder if like Floyd, like once it gets announced, like I wonder if he just trains like 3 weeks, just just kind of knock the rust off, and then says, "All right, fuck it, this dude ain't gonna touch me," and then he doesn't get touched.
Yeah, I mean he's not gonna get touched. I mean, if he gets touched, he won't get touched a lot. I've seen like some clips where like they say like Floyd's just kind of always in there, like just.
Oh, okay. So
he's just always in there like messing around, and
like maybe
he's just always working.
Like maybe he isn't training as hard, but maybe he just loves that shit. He just loves to go in there and just hits the bag a little bit, hits some mitts, maybe light sparring every once in a while. So I mean, I can see that, and like he loves it because he did that shit for the longest time. I remember there was a story, bro. Fuck, I don't even remember.
What, robbing around what Floyd and
yeah. Like about like how much he loves training. Like I think he would like go to the club or some shit.
He'd run.
He'd run and then he'd run home and not even drink his water or some shit like that. So like he liked the nightlife, but he was like, I still gotta get my training in. He'd like run home or some shit.
Yeah, I've seen that clip.
I forgot what that was on, but that's a good little story there. But yeah, dude, Floyd, and whenever he's hitting the pads and shit, he's like, hard works what? He's what?
He doesn't even have to look. He's just
yeah. He's a dog, dude, for sure.
That's gonna. So I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll see that on social media. I don't know if we'll watch it.
Oh yeah, I definitely won't. I mean, unless I remember, I'm not doing anything at the time. I'll be like, and then I see like maybe on Twitter like Floyd walks out, or if I see something like that, then I'll be like, oh, let me throw it on real quick because I'm not doing anything type shit.
Another one is Fury and Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, I saw Francis say that, because we saw Fury say about like the 4-ounce gloves in the octagon, but boxing. I saw Francis now say like his teams is in talk with Fury's teams. I wonder if that happens, if it would happen like in the summer of 2023 or like in the third and fourth quarter of 2023.
Yeah, I don't know when it would happen. I mean, I feel like Tyson wouldn't even care. Like, you'd give him time,
Yeah, but I mean, Francis does need time because I was gonna say, what does he need time for? But he's boxing now. He's not doing MMA. I don't know why I thought MMA.
It's gonna be MMA. Yeah, just straight boxing rules and octagon with the 4-ounce gloves, which will make a difference.
And then
dude, I remember I put on the.
You feel like you have nothing in your hand.
Yeah, you feel like you have nothing. I put on the because like 90% of all the boxing events you see, it's 10-ounce.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was training, I remember I put on I think it was the 8-ounce gloves or like the 6-ounce.
You felt a difference there.
It was like I felt like there was like a gun in my hand, bro.
Yeah.
Like I remember like I would slap my hand like this against it, and it was just like solid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, bro. Like it really does make a difference. And now 4-ounce gloves, that benefits. I mean, for Francis, it's just
another day.
It's another day for Fury. It's quicker hands. No, I think the only thing that will play a factor, and we don't know if this will actually be a thing, is if it goes 12 rounds, 3 minutes.
Yeah, I wonder.
That's 36 minutes in the ring compared to what do they do max in
25.
25.
Well, I wonder who would alter more. Like, you think Tyson would struggle more with 5-minute rounds, or you think Francis would struggle more with more than 5 rounds? Interesting question, right? Because like Tyson's never gone for 5. Never gone for 5, or maybe he's trained that, but he's never gone for 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
Francis has never gone for more than 25 minutes in totality. So I wonder like who would suffer more.
Who do you think? You think he's gonna be moving away more in the ring? Like, because you have to move a lot. Like compared to, you move a lot in the octagon too.
It's just there's times like if it's a stand-up fight, like obviously you're moving and shit. But even if you're on the cage, like that takes a lot of energy out of you. If you shoot a takedown, you don't get it. You scramble. Like there's a lot of explosive movements.
It's hard to make that differentiation, whatever it's called, Doug.
And I wonder who can feel. I wonder I want someone to do like both and feel like, but they're in the same shape.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do it in January 1st, 2022, and then they go February 1st, 2022, and they're in the same shape, and they can tell you like, this one is harder, but even then, I feel like it's around the same difficulty level.
Yeah.
As far as gas tank.
Maybe he'll be moving around a lot in the ring a little more.
Yeah.
Like shifting around. Because if it goes, I would assume if it's not going to be an exhibition, it's going to be a pro fight, 12 rounds.
Yeah.
3 minutes? It has to be 3 minutes. I don't see why Tyson would take anything under.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. If it happens, we'll see.
I hope it does.
There's a lot of fights. I just hope if it does, it's close. I don't know if it would be, but another fight that I hope is very, very close is well, actually, I prefer it not to be close. I prefer it to be over in 1 round. Adesanya and
Piera.
And yeah, that one got announced too, April 8th. That's gonna be a damn good fight too.
Did that get announced after we shot the first pot or
got announced
before?
We just didn't. No,
we didn't even bring it up.
Touch it. Mm-mm.
We didn't even touch it.
It's that's gonna be a good one. It's just tough, dude. Stylebender. If he had like 6 more seconds in the first round,
when he clipped him,
I think he knocks him out because Homeboy was wobbled.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he had 20 minutes after that first round, and you know,
it's just Adesanya was so close, bro.
And he was, I think, like the live odds were he was like minus 1,000 or minus 1,100 because he was piecing this motherfucker up. But
yeah,
even whenever I was watching the fight, a part of me still felt like, fuck, dude, this dude just needs one
because
shot.
Because Pierre's got those cannons at the end of his
big dog
fucking fist.
I think he walks out of camp. I think he's walking around like 220 too. So like, he's probably about 30, 35 pounds like heavier than, or 30, 35 pounds. Heavier than the 185 pound weight limit. Fuck, dude.
It's just if Pierre beats him again, man.
Yeah, that is like.
What is that, 94?
Yeah, and I don't know where Adesanya goes from that. Like, does he just fight? Like, I'm sure he still wants to fight at middleweight, but like, does he fight Robert Whittaker again? Does Pereira just say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go up to 205"? Because Pereira and Glover Teixeira are boys.
Yeah.
And Glover Teixeira just got beat, obviously, by Jamal Hill, the fight that we went to go watch.
Uh-huh.
So, like, does Pereira go up and say, you know what, I'm going to avenge my boy's loss, and I'm going to be the double champ?
Probably.
You know, like, so...
How does that work? Do they like, vacate the title at the lower weight?
No, so, some people defend both. So, like, if...
Okay, so you just keep...
So, you can defend both, or you can just relinquish one, and then the vacant title comes up. So...
Okay.
Like, whenever Islam fights Volk's obviously the 145er, and I think on that same card, there's 2 featherweights fighting for an interim 145 belt.
Okay.
So if Volk wins or loses, he's eventually gonna have to unify those 2 titles.
I like Volk.
Yeah, I know, me too.
I like that Ian Gary kid too, and he's fighting.
Yeah, Ian Gary, he's fighting. Is that the 8th or is that in March?
I don't remember. I just remember Dana saying it, but. Like I haven't seen a bunch of his fights, but I remember when I watched one, I was like, I like that guy.
Yeah, he's good. He got hit a lot his first fight, I think it was, but he's good. He's good.
Another thing, man, we were talking about this again, the cold plunge.
Oh yeah.
I want to do that so bad.
Those things are just expensive, dude. Even like getting like a
a
container.
Yeah.
But like I saw Sean, like he has like a lit one where like he opens like the side of it. Mm-hmm. And it shows like what degrees it is. I think it was like 41 degrees at the time, and he was all he was like, "Fuck, boys, it's 46 degrees outside. It's 41 degrees in this cold plunge. I do not want to fucking do this." And then I think him and his girlfriend did it. Him and Danny.
Yeah, it's just another thing I want to experience, you know. And then obviously there's like health benefits for it. And...
Yeah, I think it would help me. I mean, I don't know the benefits physically for it because I didn't do much research, but I think just mentally, just like putting yourself in an uncomfortable like state of mind, like, oh, that's my favorite saying right there.
That LeBron clip is so funny.
But that was kind of like an insider. If you've seen it, you've seen it. But yeah, just putting yourself like in something that you don't want to do, but you know you do it anyways, and then also just learning how to control your breath learn how to control your breath in like some chaos.
Yeah.
You know, because you're obviously uncomfortable. You do not want to be there, but just learning how to control that. Like whenever Sean goes in, I seen him like go in and he goes like for like maybe like 4 or 5 seconds, and then he.
Yeah, I see a lot of people do that. Yeah, a lot of people do that.
And like I think they just do that like at the beginning to like just kind of, and then boom. So I've tried it. I think I tried it once. I think I tried it this morning. It's kind of in the shower.
Oh,
just,
in the
and
shower?
you've said that, but like I know that the cold plunge is like a totally different thing. But I wish we could just like get a bucket. But that's so much ice just having to pour in there, bro. And then you have to store it somewhere, or you have to go to the store every night. You know, so
only if like we live somewhere too where it's just completely cold all the time outside.
Yeah.
Or at least we don't have to put that much ice in it. But no, yeah, I see like right here it says it stimulates leukocytes, the white blood cells that help fight off sickness, and then I think it lowers like cortisol levels and other stuff like that. But I mean, obviously there's physical benefits, you know, there's like the mental benefits. But that's one thing I want to try for sure, and then hopefully we can get that.
Yeah, I don't know if we would just have to try to, because right now we're in no point to buy, because I know those things are stupid expensive. But if we can like do something as an alternative to that, as an alternative, so like it's still a cold plunge, but it's
same
not
experience
like
type.
Yeah, to where you're getting in there with whatever, but that would be a lot of bags of ice that you're buying.
Yeah,
because like some people, the cold plunges, like they have no ice in there. It's just cold water.
It's like regulated temperature.
Yeah,
it does it itself.
Which is like, that's just cool in itself. Like that's just a cool invention, I guess you can say.
You just hop in there.
And it's already that.
Power slap, another thing.
Yeah, that was. I don't know how
long it's gonna last.
Yeah, dude, and I hate that. I didn't even know that. I think is it Bisping? I think it's Bisping. Mike Bisping. He announces it.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, like I thought, I didn't know that they got UFC announcers to do that. Oh my god! Like they must. Like, what if they don't support it? Like, what if they don't want to watch it? Like, I wonder if they just said, unless Dana threw him a bunch of money, you know, just to commentate that. But when you're commentating a slap, bro, like what? Like, I feel like the reaction is always the same.
Yeah.
You know, because like every time you see a UFC knockout, like the reaction is the same, but it's authentic because you don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. You know this motherfucker's gonna get absolutely dead.
He's about to get slapped, yeah. And then the thing about it, like if you're participating in it, if you like, it's like a coin toss, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a coin toss.
So you're either getting slapped or you're slapping first, and it's just like the idea of just standing there and letting someone like slap you, and you can't roll with it, you can't do anything. You just gotta like literally sit there and get hit in the face.
Like
stand there.
Like typically, a sport involves skill.
Yeah.
This sport involves no skill, and
just
all it does is provide entertainment for the viewer, for certain viewers. Which, fuck, dude. I mean, Dana's getting it to work. You know, they obviously got it on TBS. They have it on. They have people that want to participate in it. They're having people that want to watch it. Although all the comments I see on Instagram are always like, "Stop this shit." And I think they like do collab posts with UFC. So like people were saying like, "I follow UFC, not this shit. Stop posting it." So like I've never seen like one positive comment underneath.
I just don't know how long it'll last. And
yeah, but they did say that same shit about UFC when that came out, or in MMA when that came out, which they're obviously different things.
Still dangerous, yes.
But I'm just comparing like the backlash that it got when it
first came out.
I don't know. I mean, Dana's done it before. I don't think it's gonna get as mainstream as MMA, boxing.
Oh yeah, I
even
think
kickboxing. So. Like,
I just have a strange feeling it doesn't even last that long. Maybe like a year and a half.
Yeah, and it's just like a little phase, and then it kind of dies off.
But I mean, who knows? I mean, people watch anything nowadays, bro. Like we've said it before. Like people watch people do ASMR videos. People are entertained by anything.
And I guess there's just different niches. I don't know.
Yeah, someone just likes to watch someone just get slapped in the face repeatedly.
It's so weird, bro.
Yeah.
It's just nuts.
Like, what if no one ever gets, like, they don't even get knocked out? They just keep on going, like we talked about last time. I think, like, one of the longest rounds they ever went, they went, like, 20-some rounds. Like, these two dudes.
No shot.
And I think the two dudes that went to 20-some rounds are the people that are picking the people to participate. Like,
so this wasn't on Power Slap?
No, these are, because, like, this is a thing. Like, this was happening, like, this whole Power Slap stuff, like, was happening like in Russia and other places.
Oh yeah, that's where it started, right? Or it started somewhere not in the United States.
Yeah, it's always been like a thing. It was never like televised in like the U.S. and it was never an organization surrounding it, which is now Power Slap. But no, yeah, like it's been a thing. So I I don't know how they do it. These people that are probably participating have been training for like a good minute.
But like what?
Like I said, like I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they train. I don't know if they're.
I'm curious to search up like how
slapping the bag.
Like how these people train.
Like just open hand.
Like I'm sure open hand slapping the bag. Like you can train that, but do you train?
I don't know if keeping it stiff. I don't know.
Do you train defense at all, or do you train like in
maybe just like neck exercises?
In MMA and boxing, I feel like you can build up a chin.
Yeah. To
where like depending on how good of a shape you're in, and things like that, and just like your physical structure a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But like for the slap, like do you build up a I don't know.
I don't know if you build up a chin, but like like the way you said, like UFC boxing, you do build like a chin. Then
in camp, like you'll depending on how the
it's
shape
like the neck exercises, with the like it's like a strap you put on your head and you do like exercises but we've seen it before. Sometimes you're gonna have to get clipped that hard to go down. As long as your brain rattles a little bit.
Not the good thing, but like they know it's coming at least. Compared to like those boxing shots where it's like it didn't even look that hard, but he just had no clue it was coming. No clue it was coming. So it hits him there.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess imagine hitting him and not even know it's coming, like just power slap, but it's just like you have to close your eyes.
Yeah, and we still like this is just that main fact of knowing your brain rattling because we've seen it in power slap where people just they win the coin toss, they slap them and then they knock them out. It's coming, but
it's that's
you just can't stop it. You can't defend it in any way.
God, dude.
I can't even imagine just like standing there and just waiting for someone just to. And
imagine if they're only getting paid like $12,000.
Yeah, I don't know how much they're getting paid. Like I said, we said, Dana runs it, so we don't know.
Yeah, and I think they're running a reality TV show off of it, but I'm not too sure. I
see it as just entertainment.
I'd much rather watch WWE.
Oh yeah, we watched that. That was the first. I've never seen the WWE ever. And last night was the first night I've ever
Rumble,
seen.
Baby. But
the girls' version was cool.
Girls' version was lit. I wanted Raquel Rodriguez to win, but she didn't. But I haven't been keeping up with WWE much. I always try to tune back in a little bit more around this time, around like the WrestleMania season. So it's Rumble, and then it like goes in and it goes into the Elimination Chamber, and then it goes into WrestleMania, and like that thing is always good. But apparently there's been like such a sick ass storyline. And the one with Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns in them. And, dude, the pop that I heard yesterday whenever Sami Zayn turned on Reigns. Yeah. God, that was such a loud pop, bro. And you don't hear that too much unless it's like a return. But, damn, and apparently, like, I was looking at all the comments and all the replies on WWE, and people were saying, like, this is the best storyline in years, things like that, like long-term storytelling. So, I'm going to try to keep up with it. I can never watch it just because I'm busy. Like between the hours between like 7 and 10, I'm busy. Like I'm either at the gym or at work or doing some other stuff.
I remember like I used to play like the game and stuff, but I don't know if back then I ever watched it, but the game was lit. Like I would always use Rey Mysterio. Then now I just don't watch it. I literally can't remember the last time I'd ever like sat down and watched it. So yesterday when we put it on, and I used to always give a lot of hate. I'm like, this is fake, bro. Like why do people? But then again, it goes back to like it's entertainment. People watch anything like. You get involved with the storyline. You get consumed by it. And even when I was watching like the girls' Royal Rumble, I thought that was funny. I thought it was cool.
No, bro, there were some cringy ass parts in it.
Oh, the girls?
Yes, bro, and even just WWE, because it's pro wrestling in general. But to you people that are saying, "Oh, it's fake, but it's scripted," so are the same movies and the same TV shows that you guys watch, and you guys get into it. You guys start crying. You guys feel emotions. So it is the same shit. So don't come at us for watching WWE or anything during the WrestleMania season. Just have to get that off my chest,
And then the guys' version was dope. We saw like the tail end of that.
Yeah, we saw
that started.
Yeah, that one was Logan. Dude, I'm not the biggest fan of Logan Paul. I don't hate the guy. I had some feelings up and down about him, but if there was one thing that he is damn good at, it is fucking WWE, bro. He is an entertainer, and he's athletic, and he knows how to talk on the mic. He really has the whole package for a WWE superstar.
The ring that when they jumped and they hit each other, whatever that's called, that looked. I
don't even know what that was called.
That looked like they got so high, bro. It looked fake, dude. Like I know it wasn't. Like they both jumped and
and that was straight stomach. Oh my! And that had to hurt,
even
bro.
Logan says like that ring that canvas ain't soft, bro.
No, yeah, I think like the more so you get like towards. I think the middle's the softest, I think. But that shit's still hard. But like as you get closer to the apron and to the corner. That's where it gets a little bit harder.
Uh-huh.
Fuck, Dude, and I remember watching it as a kid. That was what I wanted to do. Like, ooh,
Really?
I want to be a WWE superstar, bro. But fuck, man. So I'm hoping I can watch more of it. I'll definitely watch WrestleMania. That's just something that you always. I mean, I feel like a lot of the world watches it, even if you're not, an avid WWE fan. But I'm definitely gonna watch that. I just wish I had more time to actually watch like the Monday Night Raws and the Friday Night Smackdowns and things like that. But we'll see. Hopefully, I'll tune in every once in a while. Maybe swing you in, have you watch them a little bit.
So the guys match was cool. I wonder if it's like because you've been in an octagon before. Is the floor like kind of soft? But it's hard, obviously.
Yeah,
how does it?
I think it's.
I wonder if it's like the
same thing.
I want to say it's because I've set up like a boxing ring before, like for the fights, like for the amateur fights, I went and like set them up.
Yeah.
And then I've been in some, and you kind of feel them. Like they're still hard when you hit them, but there's like a little give.
Yeah, small give. I want to say the octagon is the same thing. I'm not completely sure, but.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really remember. I wish I would have walked. I didn't go into Sean or in Tim's gym. I didn't go into the octagon.
Oh no! I walked in there. I think I went there for like B-roll. Right? I went there with like the camera. I was like, I just focused on something else.
Yeah, but that was pretty cool. Just watching that, and then I'll definitely tune in for the WrestleMania season. Then if something catches my eye, just wish I had more time. But
did you cash any bets tonight?
Prize Picks I did. Prize Picks I cashed 2. I cashed Travis Kelce touchdown. And then the free square with Burrow. And then, so that was with my credit. And then with the promo money I had, I cashed free square with Burrow again.
Mm-hmm.
And then Isaiah Pacheco over rushing plus receiving yards. But, dude, on my book, though,
I got
smashed.
So what was your cash out today on Prize Picks? Like, what was your winnings?
Like 60.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So I'll probably continue to play with that. If I get to, like, 150 or 200 or so, then I'll take some out and leave some in.
Yeah.
But I know you've been
taking
cold
L's,
as you've been about cold as Minnesota, which is where I'm going to be going.
I haven't won since like at some point last week when I won on 2-man power play, but
God,
I remember when I first got into we were like getting close to a year when I very first started betting. I think actually the very first bet I placed was the Super Bowl, and then
last year's Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then I got my money back because it was on something, and then it was on OBJ, but OBJ got hurt, right? And
yeah,
they just gave my money back. It just because like now if your player gets hurt, you're fucked. Like I experienced it the other day with Luka.
It might have been I don't know, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Maybe it was also because it was such a big game.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. And then so we're coming close to a year. I wish actually, I don't wish I did this, but like if I kept track of like how much I've lost, obviously I know how much I've won. It's like 1,700. So I think that's decent. I think that's decent. Maybe I don't know how much I've lost. I don't think I've lost anything close to that.
Yeah.
But I remember, so on Prize Picks with the promo, you know how you can. Well, at this time when I first started betting with the promo, I hit 2 of the 5-leggers. So I had $500 in promo.
Whenever you hit those 4, 5, 6-leggers. You just feel like a fucking genius.
Yeah, so I have 500 in promo, right? And I remember I just kept throwing like $10 like 5-leggers. I'm like, now I'm thinking like, why didn't I just throw like
2-mans?
Like this was a free $500. Why didn't I just throw like, like 2-mans? Yeah, for like $35, $40. They're the ones I really felt comfortable with, because like $500 of free money.
Yeah.
And like I'm thinking about that now, because like now is when I actually started doing the 2-mans and a lot more of them actually.
Yeah, it's just
because you just have a higher chance of winning. I don't know why I didn't realize it.
It's just like that $20, $500 just looks so good, and then you look at like 20 to 160 with a 2-man, you're like, what the hell is this? But it's like the odds. It's like chasing a straight bet versus chasing a parlay. Those like the parlays just look so good, and you're like, how do any of these not hit? And then you end up going fucking reverse lays, or you end up missing by 1, where if you would have gone all straight bets,
you would have been fine.
You would have been profitable. You would have obviously you wouldn't have made the 500, but you'd be plus whatever instead of minus.
Yeah, so always seeing that payout for the 5-leg is like the best. But then like it's like if you wanted to flip a coin tails 5 times in a row, like that's basically what you're doing, because it's 50-50, or like a small chance of you pushing.
Some point, a little bit.
A small chance of you pushing.
A little bit better odds with a coin, or with players in a coin, but I do get what you're saying. You're either gonna hit it or you're not.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit it.
You do have some evidence as like prior games and shit, but at the end of the day, it is fucking. He's either gonna go over 28.5 or he's gonna go under. But yeah, dude, just keep on shooting.
Yeah, eventually they'll hit.
I'm gonna try to stick with I'll probably go $10, 10 or 15 with each power play or with each 2-man. And just kind of try to ride that. But what I don't want to do, and I did this last time. I don't want any of my 2-mans to recycle. So like if I go like if I go like Giannis and LeBron, my next one will be like Ja and Luka. Then my next, like I don't want to, because I don't want, if I lose one, I lose both. That sucks.
There's always those players, like, and that sucks when you can't recycle them. But like I always feel so confident with Luka. Like obviously he just got hurt the other day, but like Luka, I just always feel so confident with him.
He's a freak, dude. He's already being talked about like one of the greatest offensive talents. Because he can just put up numbers, man. Then,
I remember when I first heard about him, he wasn't even in the league yet. Like I remember hearing of this guy, and he's playing overseas ball, and then when he got here, he lived up to the hype.
Dude, yeah, he lived up to the hype, surpassed the hype, and shit. Talking about hype, I think Bronny kind of limited his schools to where he wants to go, and coming into the league with.
It's wild to think he's a senior already.
I know, bro. Like, fuck, it is weird, but I think it was like Oregon, Ohio State, and USC. He did look nice in those Ohio State uniforms.
That's what I saw.
He took like pictures last year, I think it was. But shit, I feel like I don't know if NIL is gonna matter much to him because he pretty much already he's gonna be sponsored by Nike and shit, But so I wonder if NIL really matters to him. But if it does, like, I think USC with them such a package.
Yeah.
But then again, Oregon's like with Nike. Oregon is Nike, So like that's. I'm curious to where he goes to school, and then he's gonna have so much spotlight on him. Just college basketball, dude. He's not gonna be LeBron. But
especially that early, there's gonna be so much light on him.
So much.
No matter what he does, he's gonna get criticized.
You think he'll get more light on him than Zion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zion
has Zion so much.
I feel like the difference with them two is the reason there's gonna be so much light is Bronny has this pedigree. This basketball pedigree. Like you expect him to show up. You expect him to do this, and like these are just like the critics and like the people that are gonna come out and shit on him when he does bad or when he has a bad night. Like this dude's 18. Like
yeah.
Compared to Zion, when Zion like he had like his own kind of like rise. Was in high school and all these clips started coming out of him doing these crazy dunks.
Like Zion was also like a highly touted prospect coming out of high school. Bronny's
had his eyes on him this entire time.
No, but I'm saying like he's not like a top 5 player in the country type shit. I think he did make the McDonald's All-Star game, but I don't think he's like as high of a prospect as Zion was. So I'm wondering, but then also the name and then his dad will.
I think the fact of him being LeBron's son and him coming from a basketball pedigree is going to be...
And then 3 years later, it's going to be the same thing with Bryce. Imagine LeBron plays with both of them, which can very well be done.
LeBron's a freak of nature.
Because LeBron's still fucking... he's 38.
He's had like
38 years old.
3 or 2 40-point games this past week.
He's been going crazy, bro. He's about to pass Kareem, too.
That's going to be lit.
Fuck, dude, we're in for... Just James is just going to keep on running the NBA. Hopefully, that's going to be so cool.
Yeah, it's so cool to see. So, yeah, I'm excited to see where Bronny goes. And then, he did look nice in Ohio State. And then it's just where obviously, LeBron's from Ohio,
Yeah. So, I'm sure that's kind of why. I think they obviously live in LA now, but...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, LeBron's told him, like, go where you want.
Yeah. I've seen this clip, and it's Savannah. And she's like, I just want him to have fun. Like, I just want him to do what he enjoys. And then it pans to LeBron, and he goes, I want him to get to the NBA. And Savannah's just like, well, but, like, it's cool. Like, just having both of those, like, the mom just, yeah. And then
I didn't believe he was, like, a senior, bro. I remember, like, when he was, like, super small. And
that
like,
video.
Now he's, like, 6'4" or 5.
Yeah, that video of him and Karina. And Karina's like,
oh yeah,
I remember seeing him, and he got so much taller, and his voice got deeper.
I never met you.
He's like, I never met you.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, we did. Bronny just knows not to get caught up in all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a girl?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I know he did. He took some girl to prom or something. I mean, I obviously don't know if they're still in it, but he's boys with Aiden Ross too, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I think Aiden Ross was like at his birthday party, maybe. I think I saw that, but that's lit.
Aiden Ross, he was in his little video, and he was like talking so much shit in his
that was bad, dude.
In his Twitch stream. He's like, "Look at me in a year, just look at me in a year." But I remember I told you I thought it wasn't him, but cause maybe I got mixed up or I saw something, but yeah, again, like it is his first time, and like we talked about this now, like combat sports in general, bro, is hard.
It's just I don't like whenever I first stepped into a gym, or even just shadow boxed a little bit, like I feel like I didn't
look like that
bad.
But also, did you have someone record it?
No, but like
you just feel like you didn't look that bad.
Like he just doesn't look athletic. Like I wonder if he's an athletic person. I feel like if you're athletic, you can pick that up
pretty quickly.
Yeah, like I don't know, but then I'm trying to think of like athletic people that I grew up with that I think can't fight or that I think can't look good on pads, and a couple, I don't know. That's just a weird
it's always like a weird thing when someone, and it's funny whenever you see like people hopping, you know, like doing these combat sports things. I remember like even when I would train at the gym, I remember I'd see these big dudes walking to the gym, bro. Some huge dudes I know that I would assume could fight. Yeah. And I saw him hitting the bag, and I'm like, oh yeah, this dude. This dude. And it was like so wild to believe him. Like there's levels.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that.
I mean, even whenever Jake, like the videos of like Jake when he first started, he looked bad too. Like his hooks were like super wide and shit. And then he's obviously gotten better. So maybe it is a thing. Maybe I did look like shit, you know. But I mean, I'll never know. But I just feel like if you have some athleticism, you have a slight edge on somebody that doesn't. Now that's not going to be the deciding factor, but
if you're athletic,
at the beginning, you'll have a little edge to you.
Because sometimes people are just fucking uncoordinated, dude. If you have if you're pretty good with hand-eye coordination and stuff like that, like obviously you're gonna pick up.
Like you know who I think can pick
who?
Danny Duncan, just because he can do everything.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he can pick that up quick, and he would look levels. I think he would look levels better than Aiden Ross.
Oh yeah, probably.
At the beginning, like if you compare both of them first day, Danny Duncan would look like.
The thing you do see a lot too is, I think he would look a lot better than Danny Duncan, and even with like all these other influencers that do it, like they look like, it's not that hard to hit pads if because it's just like motion.
And it's just knowing the rhythm.
Once you hop in the ring, they kind of throw everything out the window.
Yeah.
Like they resort back to the windmill punches and.
Because it's hard, bro.
It's hard to keep your cool in there.
Whenever you get hit in the face, and like whenever you have someone like throwing back at you, it's
like locked in the ring, can't go anywhere, forced to punch. And then, like, we've never experienced it, but under the lights, you got all these people cheering you, booing you.
But not even just that, like, even just a sparring session. Like, you don't even need all that. Like, if you just spar.
Yeah, whenever I first sparred, I was like, oh, this is different to hitting the bag. That was, like, one of the first things that registered in my mind. Like, because, like, even when I'd hit him, like it felt different. Like, because if you miss bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you don't have anything, and you throw, and someone might be throwing back at you, and you forget to cover up, to whereas if you throw into the bag, no one's gonna throw back at you, Yeah,
it's different. Yeah, it's different when you get touched. That's like the real big thing. Bro.
Yeah.
Like I remember the first time I got tagged, and I was like, "Fuck."
Shit, I started bleeding one time. I think.
I had bloody noses.
There's a big ass dude too. Like I said in the prior pod, like the gym I didn't go to wasn't really like a fighting gym. It was just kind of like a fitness thing. But they had a couple guys come in here that would just like to spar every Saturday, and they were some big ass motherfuckers. And those were like my only sparring partners mainly. So we would do a little bit of boxing, and fuck, dude, this dude would get fucking knocked me in the nose one time. And like I started bleeding, and there was one time I was like moving to my right, and then he just threw a fucking left hook, like a check hook. I ran straight into that. I was just like right on the temple, boom, and I was like, oh fuck, dude.
Oh, he stunned you, or it was just like
no, like I just felt it.
You felt
like
it?
I didn't like fucking wobble. I just felt it like, oh fuck, and that one got me good.
Yeah, I've had like the bloody nose once. One time I got hit in the body so hard, bro. I wanted to drop to a knee.
I think I did too. I don't think I didn't drop, but I remember I would always like we would rest for a minute, like in between rounds. You'd be like, good round, man. You'd be like, yeah, shit, bro. Yeah, I
always wanted someone to record it because like when you're in there, everything just feels so fast, and like sometimes the ring, like if you're getting your ass kicked, the round will seem long, but if you're doing okay and you feel like you're doing all right, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I went like 4 rounds, and I wanted to see it, but it just felt so fast. But one thing I noticed too is whenever I went like those 4 rounds and I hopped out, my arms just felt so drained. Yeah. Bro, like I felt like I couldn't even go hit the bag if I wanted to.
Yeah. Dude, and I would sweat my ass off too.
Oh yeah, but dude, like fighting in general, like training, like like even if you go to a boxing gym or like an MMA gym, like you know you don't have to train to compete. Yeah. But like just training in general will get you in shape.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Like you'll be drenched.
Whatever, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, like any kind of martial art, like that shit will get you fucking tired, bro. And then especially if I feel like there's different shapes. Like you can be in cross country shape, but that's not boxing shape, or that's not jiu-jitsu shape.
That's the first thing I noticed.
And like boxing is not jiu-jitsu shape either. You know, so like
it's different. And that was that whole like Francis thing we were talking about. Like it's so different whenever you do these different sports. And I remember like whenever I was first talking to the coach about it, because he's like, hey, we've had like cross country, like college cross country kids come in here,
and they think like,
because he asked me like how much do you train, like this and that, and I'm like, no, like I do like a lot of like like weight training, and I do a lot of cardio, because like I can go and run like 10, 12 miles pretty easy. But then I remember one time my legs.
You can run 10, 12 miles pretty easy right now?
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. I think the most I've ever done was like 14.6 or something like that. Yeah, I can do it. Like I can't do a 6-minute pace maybe. Right. Like I'll do a decent pace.
All right.
I can, bro. You know I can.
All right.
I can.
But I don't know. You just haven't been running a little bit.
But then I hopped in the ring and I'm like, nah, my legs burn. Like my legs burn. This is different.
Yeah, it's different, bro. I feel like a lot of different cardio is different. Like grappling, running, hitting pads, fucking sparring. Like it's a bunch of different shit. Fucking running suicides. There's different things to different things. Makes sense. You feel me?
Yeah, but like back to that original point, seeing these big dudes walk in the gym and then realizing they can't fight.
Yeah, it's size doesn't make fights, bro. Size doesn't win fights. Fighting wins fights. Fights. Word 2.
What else we got?
Midnight.
I know it is midnight, dude.
We always start these shits fucking late.
Yeah.
Are we fucking 3 for 4 with starting probably past 10 p.m.?
And those are the only pods that come out probably clear. I mean, this one looks like it's going to come out clear. We won't know until after. But the first 2 were super late. The first one was late. First one was like 2 a.m. The second one...
Yeah, first one.
The second one was definitely at night. And then this one at 12. This one's probably the earliest.
Earliest of the latest, right? You mean?
Yeah.
After that.
But no, I mean, it looks good. Hopefully, it's fixed. I think we got it down now. And, like, the funny thing is, like, the first 2, we had, like, no idea what we're doing.
And they were solid.
Yeah.
Just gotta, just remember what we do and shit like that. But, yeah, I'll probably get up tomorrow at maybe 10-ish, maybe 9:30. And then just get out of here and then be back hopefully by around 5. And then, just start another hell of a week. Go to Minnesota this weekend.
Be a good Monday tomorrow, some chest.
Yeah, a little push day.
You want to go through those questions?
Yeah, we can do that
we can do that to wrap them up. I think I screenshotted mine.
I know. Oh, I remember mine already. Jordan asked us what advice would you give your 13-year-old self? And I remember I thought about this one whenever I first read it, and I was just gonna say that like maybe getting into this space or even dabbling a little bit into this space earlier.
Yeah.
So like maybe not at 13 years old, but knowing like, all right, in 2 years or in 3 years, like I kind of want to dabble into this space as far as the media world, just because. But I mean, then again, my thought process was different.
It's different.
But I mean, that's kind of what the question is. Like, what do you think you can change of your thought process?
Just starting earlier.
Yeah, in this, and like it could have still been in like the baseball world because that was like what my interest was in, but just getting into it, learning about it, shooting different things. Like, even if I was into baseball, I still could have had a podcast, type of thing. Yeah. Even if I was into baseball, I still could have, recorded workouts and things like that. So I do wish I would have gotten into that earlier, just because I know what I know now as far as like I'm going to get into this world. So I don't know if that's like a good answer.
No, yeah, and I would say the same thing, and then also just experiencing more of it or exposing myself more to it.
Yeah.
Where I'm actively learning, so like the way you just said, like so I can know the things that I know now, and just to have that like little like ahead on the curve, like being just that ahead on the curve
just
can help you out.
That it's coming.
Like even knowing that Alpha Line is going to be a good trend. Like let me go there right when it popped off, and things could have been different.
I mean, that's whenever you're 13. That's like 10 years down the road.
Yeah, but of always like trying to be ahead of the curve in whatever you're going to be involved in.
Yeah, I mean, and then just I don't know, just.
Yeah, and we do it now. I mean, I'm always like watching other stuff to like learn and because like I mean, like we've said this before, like there's always someone that does it better than us.
Yeah.
So just like continuously learning about the space and obviously how I can be better or how I can elevate content or make someone else look good.
For sure. What did you get? I know you got a couple now.
Yeah, I want to call them questions. Caitlin just said breakup topic, and we dabbled on this in the first one.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get too deep into it, bro.
You can do like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, just not really depending on your partner as much, or like using him as a severe crutch. In your life.
Yeah, just not depending on someone else, not even your girlfriend or boyfriend, just on someone else for your happiness. Just know that you can provide that. You can choose how you want to feel.
Yeah.
And like at the beginning, like of a breakup, like it can be tough, like saying like, oh, you choose how you feel, but just kind of like fake it until you become it. You know, so like say that I'm happy, and then eventually like you're gonna be happy, and you're gonna know like, oh shit, I'm not even pretending anymore. I'm actually happy.
Yeah.
And
like eventually it just passed.
Yeah, and I don't have my girlfriend or my boyfriend anymore, so like it's just something that time heals all wounds, and that's just something that you have to go through and you have to learn. And I feel like I had to learn that with my ex and with like my past relationship. I had to learn that I don't need anyone for happiness, and I feel like kind of have to go through that to learn that. So learn the experiences and everything, and no ill will. Definitely don't ever want that. But sometimes that does come in relationships. Fortunately, not in mine.
Not in yours. I just feel like every relationship's like subjective, right? Like your relationship with your ex compared to my ex, like you just whether the affection level, all that stuff. But like I guess the whole principle, the whole core of our argument here, or our discussion is just like not using them as a crutch. Like this too shall pass. Like whatever you're feeling is gonna pass. At the end of the day's gotta end. The grass is gonna be greener on the other side. Like,
damn,
it's gonna pass, and eventually you're gonna find someone else. Like, I think about him like, bro, there's so many people in this world. Like, you're gonna find someone else. Like, and I believe to him, like, maybe God put one person on this earth for me. But I'm like, nah, you never know. You never know. And there's so many people like.
You don't know what you don't know.
This too shall pass. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right during a breakup.
Sounds like you're Edgar Allan Poe. This too shall pass. Just say this is gonna pass. You ain't gotta sound like a genius.
This too shall pass.
Fuck no.
All right, we got anything else?
I'm good. I don't know if you had, or if
we just had like Leo's, and it was just about like weightlifting and stuff, and like.
Oh yeah, that was
transformation type stuff, and I guess we did the opposite. I lost a lot of weight. You gained a lot of weight, like
muscle.
muscle.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I'm still trying to gain weight right now, probably until like the middle or the end of March, and then we will go on a cut. Mm-hmm. And I've never really done a true bulk, but this time I feel like I'm actually doing a true bulk because I am actually gaining weight in the correct way. But definitely whenever I go on my cut, I won't be eating out. I'll probably maybe have fast food. Maybe like I'm gonna try to go like once every 2 weeks. Really, I'm gonna try to do that.
It's tough.
Yeah, it is gonna be tough, but it's just something. Maybe a mental challenge and a physical challenge, but I want to do that and then just try to get the best that I've ever looked. But I've always been involved in like weightlifting since like college. I would say high school not too much because I really didn't play high school football, and if you were in high school football, you didn't touch the weight room a lot as far as like with school. But college, I kind of got introduced to it. Really fell in love with it. Stopped playing baseball. Still wanted to work out. Now I'm doing it for different reasons. Not baseball specific strength, but just for like aesthetics. So we'll see.Hold hopefully in the summer I'm shredded, still a little big, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd be excited to see how you look. I mean, nah, I go through the motion. I just do a lot of cardio and a lot of weightlifting. I mean, you have like a whole different goal than me. Like eventually maybe you want to compete or you want to do that stuff like. So yours is a lot more.
Yeah, you just want to stay fucking strong.
I do. Yeah, I just do it.
Stay in good shape.
As a hobby,
For sure.
When I go play basketball, I don't go to train for the NBA anymore.
Yeah.
I go to as a hobby.
It definitely is like the thing that I always look forward to the most during my days, for sure. Like content wise and just the feeling of working out.
Yeah, it makes you feel good too.
The vibe of it. I feel like the gym that I go to is fucking sick. The people there, so I love it, dude. I'm gonna do it for as long as I can, and hopefully that is for.
So if you're also, if I'm sorry to cut you off, my bad.
Yeah, don't
finish your thought, Doug.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Finish your thought.
Don't finish it, girl.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay, yeah. So if you're a viewer and you don't work out, try it out. or do some kind of physical activity. It makes you feel good, bro. It really does. And people talk about how it helps with their mental health. Obviously the physical benefits, health benefits in general. But yeah, go out there and do something. Try something.
Yeah, do something different. Do your thing. Do your thing. 21. Do your thing. Yeah, that's what he says. But all right, bro. You good?
Yeah, I'm good here. If you're good, bro,
we straight, bro. It's been a good episode.
Hopefully it's crisp.
We're solid, bro. We're solid. We got this shit. We got this down to a fucking T.
Yeah, that's another episode of Off the Top. Thanks for liking, viewing, subscribing. Please continue to share. Please continue to watch.
Sir. Share it with your favorite person.
We are out.
Deuces.